Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. I'll get rid of that. Someone's already doing the Lamek boss, so it's ahead of me. But that's what today's video is going to be about. I'm going to show you a couple of different teams that you can use to beat the boss. I'm just going to go straight into Hell, and I'll show you a few different teams. I'm going to show you one team where you can basically just brute force your way into it, and another team where you might want to have a little bit more quote-unquote skill involved in it, and you can see how you go. So first things first, we're going to go jump straight into it. So what I would recommend... for the very first team we're going to use, we're going to set a team here, and I'm going to set just a bully team. And when I say just a bully team, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put Escanor. I'm going to put him with a Roxy. Wherever my Roxy's way further down. I haven't invested in her properly yet. There she is. So I'm going to do Roxy, and then I'm probably going to put just Barn in the back, right? Ragnarok Barn for the increase in the wherever he is. Where's Ragnarok Barn? There he is. Ragnarok Barn for the increase in basic stats. And then I'm just going to probably put, I guess, Trader Melee, and then maybe, don't know who else. Another red unit that'll be quite strong. I suppose I can just use Freya, right? So my setup here is going to honestly be pretty similar to the dogs video that you guys have got coming out soon. I think either soon or you might have already had it come out, depending on the order in which I release these. But I'm just going to literally brute force my way through this fight because you can, right? Like, you get to a certain point with your box CC, and with these units, you just do so much damage. So I'm just going to give him a high-level festival unit. I'm going to double-check all the equipment that I've got. So attack crit, attack crit, attack crit, HP defense. That's perfect. And then I'm going to... card set, and then I'll invite someone as well. So I'll just invite an AI. I don't know if anyone's going to have... Perfect. So someone's already got a team, 294. They're running a very, very similar team, right? Just to absolutely just delete. So we're going to clear the CC fine. I'm actually going to take some attack food, just because I do want a bit of extra damage from what I'm doing here. So 290k and 294k, and the actual boss itself is 550k. So we do clear it, and I'm just going to literally try and brute force my way through it. So this is going to be the first fight, and then the following fights, I will show you another set of units that you probably want to use. But the thing is, with the Demonic Beast Hell being so high at 550, you do pretty much need to use your max kind of unit heroes, if that makes sense. So I'm going to max hero units. Is that what I just said? Max CC units, right? Because he does have quite a lot of defense, and he is quite strong, and that CC is quite high. So I'm hoping we should be able to one turn here. I'll be a bit of disclaimer. This is the first time I've done this since the last time this boss came out. So I'm kind of just working away on what I think will work, right? So that wasn't too bad. That was pretty good. He is going to have probably, I think, a recovery skill here very shortly. So I just need to make sure that I'm actually going to push some ults is what I'm going to do for the next fight. So he does seal there, and he does heal himself a little bit here as well, which is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. I think with the AI, we'll be able to finish off here. So I am pretty confident that between this and the Silver Finger, we should be able to do enough. This might be a bit of an oversight on my side. A bit of an oversight. Yeah, no, we're good. So Escanor, the one Escanor, as always, just does so much damage with Purgatory Melee. With the Trader Melee, you've just got a really solid amount of damage that you're going to be able to dish out. So again, we've got another rank up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that. And now I've got two ults going into hopefully what's going to be the final fight, because I am hoping this is going to do a decent chunk of damage. So Trader Melee, the one ultimate. Go through if you want to. I've got Freya just for some more single target damage. And I've got Ragnarok Barn in the back as well. You could also bring Kizune as well for this, just in terms of sheer damage. But we're looking pretty good here. So we're going to go into the final phase soon. This is not going to do enough, which is a shame. I was hoping that would do enough. So we should be good because the damage isn't anything too crazy. That was a decent chunk of damage, I will say. And that is a bit of a poison, which is not ideal, which is not what we want, but that's okay. So we're going to rank up. I'm actually going to... No, I'm not going to risk the Escanor card. I'm just going to use all the Freya cards because we're going to get another good rank up, which is we're getting very lucky with the rank ups. And we're going to go in like this. So yeah, I'm probably not going to need... Yeah, I'm not going to need those cards. That's fine. So what we're going to do here, the final fight, is we're going to use our Gold Finger. We're going to use our Freya ult, and then we're going to use Melee ult as well. So that poison does hurt a little bit. So if you do want to bring a cleanse, it might not be the worst thing in the world. So here we go. We're going to do this. And this should hopefully be enough to kill, but we'll see. Because he's now super tanky at this point. Right? Like you're looking at quite a lot of health. Depending on this. Yeah, so that's a 520k attack, and it didn't quite do, you know, it did 20% of his health maybe. And same thing with that. So that's a couple of ultimates there. And we're down to there. So we do need to be careful here. I'm hoping that with a couple of melee cards we can do okay. But he is going to heal. So their Goth is dead, which is not ideal. Again, this is an AI, right? So and it's going to heal, not massively, but enough to be kind of a bit of a problem. So luckily enough, there's two more ults there, so we should be fine. But we should be able to finish up this here. So this is kind of just a way of brute forcing your way through it. Like I said, if you bring like a Margaret... I'm sorry, no, you can't bring Margaret if you're on Hell. But if you bring like Kizune, she'll be able to get to the level 3. Or you'll be able to cleanse everyone, right? Or give you immunity to debuffs. But yeah, Escanor's kind of going to be a staple. Again, if you can't bring Escanor, you know, you can use... Right, so that's one of the teams you can use. That's just a pure brute force team. And now we're going to try a team that I haven't before, to be honest. So we're going to try and build another team. It is a deathmatch, so I am actually pretty confident that Summer Deanne would work here. So what we're going to do is, rather than say Freya, I'm going to put in... where is she? Summer Deanne, right? And again, I'm not going to, but this is the team that I'd be using as well. For some reason, I didn't even think about it, so just use Summer Deanne here. If you don't have Summer Deanne, then what I'd probably recommend is Kizune, right? And then if you wanted to, you could run a rank up of Gotha, right? To get you the debuff immunity in the first turn as well. But, I mean, like, you kind of... There's nothing too much to worry about here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Summer Deanne for this turn, and then for the final one, I won't use Summer Deanne. I'll probably use like Kizune or something like that. So I've got Summer Deanne, and like this is again the team that I'd be using. But if I wanted to switch it up, I could definitely do that. And you know, I could even switch it up with like a Merlin, right? Just to seal off the healing. So we can put Merlin in, right? Because we also take less damage with Merlin. Instead of Escanor, you could even run Brunhild. So let's see if this does a decent chunk of damage, right? Because this should do okay. Oh, I need to give her gear back. So we got attack crit on Brunhild, attack crit on Summer Deanne, and then attack crit on Merlin, and then HP defense here. So again, we're at 272. So we want to take some more potentially attack food. My CC is a little bit lower here. So that'll take us to 277. I might need to run combat food, to be honest. We'll have to see. And what have you got? 282. I don't love this team just because my L's not going to do a lot of damage, right? My L only really works with, let's see if anyone's 276. So we're at 276 and my team is at 277. So that would just clear it. So I'm going to stick with that because I want the attack food. Again, this team will work as well with Melee's True Magic. But this is a bit of trial and error here. So we might end up skipping if Summer Deanne doesn't work with her passive. But I'm pretty confident it does because this is a deathmatch. So she should come out on top here. So again, if you have Summer Deanne and I get a rank up, do it. Perfect. So Summer Deanne again is clutch here, right? And I'm just going to go in with... with this, right? So again, bring units that you know will do damage. Like I know Brunhild's going to hit pretty hard here, hopefully. And I know that Summer Deanne will do decent damage. And Merlin's mainly here for the sealing of the healing, honestly, right? Nowhere near as much damage as I was hoping for. So again, like you can see the damage and 50k. So you can see the damage difference, right, between bringing someone like an Escanor, because Escanor is just going to hit really hard, which is what you want at the end of the day, right? And the thing with Summer Deanne as well is she is going to run out of her buffs after 3 turns. So if I'm picking a team here, the team that I'm really going to run is... let's just do that. So the team I really want to run is probably Trader Melee, the 1 ultimate, Summer Deanne, right? And then Ragnarok Barn in the back. Like that's going to be the team I'm going to use, and I don't really think I'll stray from that, just because it's going to give me all the buffs that I need for Melee and the 1 to just pump through them, right? Like that's a level 2 without any stat buffs and stuff. So, and that's like this team is not really doing enough damage for like what I want it to do. Right, so like 135k, like the Merlin is just not really kind of carrying her weight, which is a shame. To be honest, she might even die here. I guess we'll find out. So, Tamil Link on one of them might actually not be a bad idea, because the level of damage and stuff here is... So there's the rank up, that's really nice. Melee does have True Magic, but what I'm going to try and do... is I want to seal the healing at the end of the day, right? I really want to seal this healing off. So that is where Merlin will come in, helpful. But I'm taking way too long to get through this phase, right? As you guys can see, we might still make it, but the buffs from Summer Deanne are really going to run out here pretty quickly, right? So I'm hoping that. Ooh, that really hurt. As you can see, right? That also really hurt. He's going to try and heal, which is perfect because it means he's going to do nothing. And again, he's ulting plus a finger. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get rid of all the stuff that I don't think is going to be very beneficial. Whereas now I'm going into the next fight with 3 ults. But I did lose my buffs. Which is not what I wanted to have happen, preferably. It's a shame that he lost his gold finger there, but it is what it is. So, again, this is AI, right? Like, this is hell. Like, this is not supposed to necessarily be... That's a 6/6 ultimate as well. This is not necessarily supposed to be easy. This is supposed to be 550k CC is pretty hard to clear. So, the fact that this team is doing okay, I need to say... Oh... Never mind, there's a 6/6 Escanor for you, right? So now we're going into the final fight, and we've still got our 3 ults. So that's a little bit of RNG there. I managed to pick a team that has a 6/6 Escanor and he got to ult. But as you guys can see, like I'm trying to do this without using those units constantly, but you can see that they're just the best units to have, right? Escanor, Purgatory Melee, the 1 ultimate, like no matter what you guys are using, just use a really hard-hitting unit. Trader Melee, again, is my preferred favorite. And as you can see, they're just out damaging me by quite a lot. So, I might try and do the next one as well with Kizune and see if that works just for you guys. But, actually, I need to turn off my alt animations. Every time I switch accounts for everyone to do the account reviews and stuff, this is what happens. So, So yeah, I've got a couple of level 3s, which is pretty good. Unless he attacks again. No, he's going to heal. That's actually very good for me, because my team are about to die, which is not what I want. So I'm going to do that. And I really want to seal his healing here as well again, right? So I'm using my level 3s. Goth will really help you. This should do not as much damage as I expected. Still 225 is pretty good. But like I said, the amount of health this guy actually has is quite a lot at this point. And he has got an attack buff as well. So 103k on a level 3 for Brunhild is really not that great. And 76k. I mean, he had no orbs, but because Gotha got rid of them all. But that's one of the reasons why. There we go. So 2 of my units are dead. But with Escanor, Purgatory Melee, right, and having the thing sealed, I'm very confident my team can finish it off. Well, my team, the AI can finish it off. Right. So what I'll do for the final one, I will show you guys. Ooh, maybe not. Yes, okay. So hopefully this Escanor can do what he needs to do. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, so this should be enough. But if not, I'm going to have ult for this next one as well. Let's see if Escanor can finish off here. Yeah, perfect. So as you guys can see, like Escanor is just broken for it. I am trying units that if you don't have Escanor to use instead. But like the light and dark unit is just very strong for it. So let's go one more time. But you know, rather than summon DM, what I'll do is I will swap it out and I will change my team around. So this may be strong, but instead what I'm going to do is I'll use Escanor, right? Again, you can use Trader Meliodas, you can use any of your best DPS units. But then what I'll do is, for here I will put, I think for this one I'll do Kizune. And then for this I will do Gotha. Wherever my Gotha is. I suppose it doesn't really matter which Gotha. Because I'm not going to be able to get the passive. So again, ideally, right, like what I would do is rather than have Kizune, I'm doing this, like this is by far the best backline unit I'd recommend. If you can't do this one, then, you know, maybe do Red Liz if you need the passive heals. Maybe you can do Death Pierce for the crit lowering and stuff, so you can crit the boss. But for me, Ragnarok Barn's always a staple in my team. So if I wasn't doing Kizune, I'd probably do Summer Deanne, and then I'd do Green Gotha, so I'd get his passives, right? So the reason I'm doing this is just to show you guys the different teams. Done it a little bit out of order. I probably should have done it slightly differently, but and this is the team we're going to be running. So we've got we're going to rank up the Kizune is basically the plan, get the buffs, and then use Escanor to do as much damage as we can. Again, I want attack food here. And again, you shouldn't really be doing this with an AI. I'm just doing it to show you guys that it is doable. I'm just trying to find any AI. Oh, there we go. So he's got a Kizune as well. So that's 300k. So we should be good with this. So with the Kizune as well, you also get the attack-related stat boosts. Again, like if you don't, I did a video yesterday, day before, on whether you should summon for the new Liz. Like the new Liz kind of does what Kizune does, sort of, but Kizune is just better. So I don't know. I'm gonna do that, and then I'll pop that. So now I got lucky because I got the Kizune card there. Sorry guys, still a bit sick. Oh, there we go. Coughing into the mic now. If you didn't get it's Kizune, yeah. Well, you didn't get, sorry, that second Kizune card. Then you want to look at just ranking up Kizune, right? Because again, attack-related stat boosts. Everyone gets it. Everyone gets the debuff immunity, right? It's just clean. So again, depending on who you want to put Tamio Link on is obviously up to you. He does heal a little bit, which is annoying. I'm going to see... Am I too confident that kills? I kind of want Escanor ult for this next fight, so I think I'm relying too much on... No, we should be fine. There was a big stat boost there. He's got True Magic. Yeah, we're fine. It's a waste of my card, actually. So, if you don't have the one ultimate, like I said, trade a melee. Runhill does, as you can see, doesn't really work. Freya's not bad. You basically just want someone that's got high DPS, right? I'm going to do this because I kind of want to save the rank up for when I get another blue card, if I do, from Kizune. Because then I can use her attack. And then... if the AI does me good here, he's going to use the buff card for the immunity for everyone as well. And this is the good thing about having 2 Kizunes on the team. Mine's only a 1/6, so I don't know how well this is going to do. Yeah, only 421k, so not as much damage as I would have hoped for. Again, if you've got a higher ult than me, then you're good to go. Honestly, like, this has probably been the best run we've had, so Kizune might actually be the go for you guys. Because she just, yeah, she's good. So I'm going to do... Oh, perfect, they use the buff card as well. So I'm going to rank up. I kind of just want to rank up again. And then we're just going to single target finger. So I'm hoping at this point that I'm ranking up everyone for the AI. So they've got a decent chunk of ults as well, right? And if they do... Oh, sorry, different chunk, like good cards. Like hopefully they've got a good melee card or they've got a good Escanor card. But this debuff immunity, this attack increase, all that stuff is really, really clean. I'm actually semi-confident this will one-shot, to be honest. So we'll see. Yeah, easy. Oh, 1.4 million damage. All right. So that's my 3 goes before the reset, just after the update. So this will probably be dropping maybe a couple of days later because I am going away on holiday. For a few days. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully this helps and gives you a few different teams you can use to get through hell. And yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Love your support, and I'll catch you in the next one.